Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. The progressive left. It's an entity that mostly lives online, I'd argue chronically online. These far leftoids tend to be young, naive people without much life experience, but if you listen to the way they speak online on Reddit, in Hassan Piker's Twitch chat, you would think that these people, they're the smartest people on the planet. They know everything. Such incredible collective genius. They speak with such authority, they're like anime characters pushing their glasses up, starting every sentence with the infamous word. Actually, listen here, MAGA chud, is generally how it starts. The point that I'm making is that they're such big-brained individuals, that's the way they present themselves. But what I have a hard time with, what I have a hard time reconciling, is the disconnect between these far-left mega-brain geniuses on Reddit and the people who represent them at the highest level politically. In other words, they're political leaders. If these far leftoids have everything figured out, they're the smartest people on the planet, why is it that their elected representatives, the squad members, are so, let's just say, intellectually lackluster? Let's have a conversation about that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so who are the leaders of this young, big-brained leftist revolution? Of course, it's none other than the squad members, the Democratic Socialists of America. I saw this clip bouncing around Twitter the other day. Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Cori Bush, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Rashida Tlaib, the pioneers, the tip of the spear of this leftist revolution. Just something special. They've captured lightning in a bottle. Ignore the awkward walking and the questionable scene that they chose for this clip. They are special, they are cool, but most importantly, they know what's right for America. And that's what these young leftoids will tell you, that that's the worldview, the AOC, Cori Bush worldview. It's the one to latch onto, it's the one that's gonna save the nation. But I'm an open-minded guy. I'll take a listen. Look, I'm so open-minded. I'm the most vehemently anti-communist person, but if somebody can convince me that we should implement communism and that it's actually the right way to go, if you can legitimately convince me that it's the best system of governance based on fact and evidence, then look, I'm malleable and I'll change my mind. The problem is, every single time I'm subjected to literally anything from any of these squad members, it's crap like this.
Wealthy should pay their fair share.
Yes, wealthy should pay their fair share.
What is a fair share? What percentage?
So you're saying that you're saying that they're paying their fair share is what you're saying?
No, I'm asking what percentage is a fair share?
Their fair share, the same, if a third of my money is going to taxes, then I think a third of their money should be going to taxes.
It does.
Well, it does.
I'm trying to understand, because you realize the effective tax rate on the poor is less than it is on the rich, right?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not the poor. I'm very close to that line, but I'm not the poor.
Okay, so the effective tax rate on the middle class is less than it is on the rich, correct? What fair share would you like to change the tax rate to on the wealthiest what percentage of Americans so it's a fair share?
So let's say the wealthy 1% could pay, let's say if they paid, let's just give them 45%.
Such smart, intellectual, big-brained people. Just genius people. These are literally their leaders. Like you're a freaking alien coming on the planet for the first time. You land on a college campus and you go, "Humanoids, take me to your leader." And the young students take you to freaking Cori Bush's congressional office. And this is what you're met with. Well, the reaction will very simply be,
"Crash landed on a strange planet. The impact must have awoken me from hypersleep. Terrain seems a bit unstable. No readout yet if the air is breathable. And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere."
And of course, the only legitimate alien response there would be, "Yeah, let's get the hell out of Dodge." That's kind of my experience when interacting with these young leftoids. It's complete idiocy. I'm supposed to take all the crap, I'm supposed to accept the censorship, accept all the labels, I'm a bigot, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a moron, I want to take the world and the country back. I'm supposed to just succumb to the young leftist tantrums because this is the only justifiable worldview? A worldview presented to us by complete incoherent, incompetent buffoons? Come on. They're not bringing their best and their brightest now, are are they? And you know what's the craziest part? This question that Cori Bush was asked, as a leftist, should actually be pretty easy to respond to. I'm not a leftist, but I'm gonna conjure up the leftist argument if I was in her position. Yeah, of course, rich people are paying a higher marginal tax rate, but they have all kinds of schemes that allow them to defer income pretty much endlessly. There's ways of avoiding capital gains. There's accounting tricks to write off losses. I mean, yada, yada, yada. There's a million ways that rich people avoid paying taxes, not even counting the offshoring of funds and assets. And so obviously the rich aren't paying their fair share. You know, I don't even think those things are really issues because I just hate taxes in general, and I think taxation is the enemy of production in a productive society. But even I can come up with some, leftist propaganda nonsense off the top of my head, but Cori Bush couldn't. That is your leader. That is the squad. Those are the people posting videos of 4 strong lamins walking through the street, taking on Washington and bringing on the leftist revolution. You are out of your damn mind if you think that I'm ascribing myself to that worldview. I mean, just the lack of talent alone within the leadership ranks is enough for me to say absolutely not, never. And of course, I mean, pick your poison, pick the squad member. It never really gets better.
What people are starting to see, at least in the occupation of Palestine, is just an increasing crisis of humanitarian condition.
Do you think you can expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd also I am not the expert on geopolitics on this issue,
And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
We're supposed to be taking economic advice for people who can't put together a coherent argument on the spot. They can only spew empty leftist platitudes that they don't even really understand. You're also supposed to accept a total leftist redesign of legislative priorities. In other words, the government spending trillions upon trillions of dollars on all kinds of woke initiatives. But you simply ask the question, well, how are you going to pay for it? And the response is always, Every leftist turning into frickin' Justin Trudeau. Defund the military. Tax the rich. In other words, crush the nation, destroy the military. Yeah, simply let the Chinese and Russians conquer the globe. Sounds genius. Tax the rich. Yeah, let's tax the rich into oblivion, taking all the dollars that they pump into the economy, investing in small and big businesses, take it out of the economy and give it to the government bureaucrats, because that's going to help increase productivity in the nation. You're out of your damn mind. Your ideas suck. Your leaders are, literally the worst. Yet you leftoids operate with this level of arrogance online that's honestly shocking. And so yeah, that's pretty much the point of the video. I'm an open-minded guy. I could be convinced any which way. And I truly mean that. I know some of my detractors will say, yeah, right. You're just a Donald Trump shill. Yeah, I'm a Donald Trump shill now because I like the guy and I think he's the best option. But if you could truly convince me that there's a better option on the opposite side, I'd be open to it. I'm just not seeing it because all I see is absolute insanity or complete ignorance leading your movement. The people saying men can get pregnant and the people who say stuff like money is an arbitrary concept, bro. We could just print more of it. Yeah, I just can't see myself siding with those people. And if that offends you, well, tough luck. Maybe apply some basic critical thought to your worldview and I might be willing to revisit the issues. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.